866 here, and here at Switch It Up, we have for Breath of the Wild. So we are very interested in some of the new information posted about it. So we on the Nintendo website. So we are going to be talking about it and what it means. So I'm here with Yellow Leaf on Switch It Up, and first I'm going to talk about the Trial of the Sword. And see, so the Trial of the Sword, some of you may know, but the Trial of the Sword, you get to this location. It hasn't been revealed where yet. All they say is that there's a location. And they say it's sacred, so it's probably like a temple, in the Temple of Time or something. And so you get there, right? And then you face this challenge. So, as you know, it's called Trial of the Sword. So there are 45 rooms, give or take a few, where a group of enemies spawn. And I know this has been done before in Zelda's, but I think it's a good addition to Breath of the Wild because there's nothing like it. So you fight through an enemy without any armor or weapons. You fight through the first room. You get the weapons from the bad guys, or whatever you want to call them, the enemies, and then they give you yeah. So you continue on to the next room, and you fight those, and you keep going until when you finish, where you get a powered up Master Sword. It's just a normal Master Sword, but always doing 60 damage instead of the 30.
Hello, I'm going to be talking about Hero's Path Mode, which is a new map feature that allows you to see where you have been in the last 200 hours of gameplay. You can use this to see where you've spent your most time, where you have been, where to go, and what you've done pretty much.
So another feature that the DLC will add is a hard mode. So in hard mode, enemies get regen, which will make everyone's life harder. So you obviously gotta kill them faster. Also, enemies get powered up a little. So, say a moblin will probably become, if a blue moblin's the thing, which I'm not sure, it'll become that. A normal moblin will become that. Or it'll become a silver moblin, which I think is the next level moblin. Or a bokoblin, a normal, will become a blue bokoblin. Also, so they have higher maximum levels. So I think that means there'll be more like blue bokoblin, silver bokoblin, and there'll be like a purple bokoblin or something. You can also find enemies in the sky, but there's also treasure chests. But the enemies and the treasure chests, they're on these like wooden platforms, held up by Octorok balloons. So I feel like that's gonna be a really cool addition to the game. Like you're gonna be able to just look up randomly and whoa, there is a taco in the sky. Boom, my life complete. And that is hard mode.
Another feature is the travel medallion. It's somewhere in a chest. Nobody knows really because the DLC hasn't been released, but it's in a chest. When you use this, you can register your current location as a fast travel point on the map. You can only register one location using the travel medallion, but I mean, still, one location is enough. So you could just you could go to I don't know any temples off the top of my head, but you could go to one temple and fast travel point yourself there, and you can go there anytime.
Okay, so for DLC, it also adds 4 new armor sets slash groups of armor pieces. They're all from past Zelda games. There are actually 5, but I'm going to cover the 4, and then Yellow Leaf's going to handle that 5th one. So, with the 4 armor pieces from earlier Zelda games. The first one, if you played the game Majora's Mask, this is very like concrete in your brain. You know what this is. It's Majora's Mask. So you can actually find it and wear it in Zelda Breath of the Wild with the DLC. So I personally think that's amazing. Never actually having played Majora's Mask, it doesn't really attach to me like it might to someone who has, but I think it's really cool and will be like just a whole new set of memes right there. Screenshot memes. Okay, so this next one is also just a helmet slash mask, but this one, if you play Twilight Princess, you know Midna. Well, you can actually get her helmet. It covers one eye. It has these two stonish pillars on the top, and it's really cool. And it also has a hair, so like the weird ghost hand hair thing. And I think it's really cool and a good addition to Breath of the Wild. The second to last armor I'm going to be covering is the Phantom armor, and I think it's from Spirit Tracks. It's like if you played Clash Royale, it's like the P.E.K.K.A. So it's got these two horns on its head, and then the royal crest on its back, and it's kind of like a knight, the Hylian royal crest. And then the last outfit is Tingle. He's kind of elfish and has a pointy head top and these red like over underwear. It's really weird. And these elf boots. And it's hilarious to see Link in them. So I think these will be a very good addition to Breath of the Wild.
All right, the last piece of armor that we're going to be talking about is the Korok mask. The Korok mask is hidden in a treasure chest somewhere in the world, and while you're wearing the mask, it shakes whenever Link is near a hidden Korok location. So, I mean, I guess you now can find Koraks, if that's helpful. There are 900 Koraks hiding in Hyrule, so you should be able to find quite a lot of them, especially if you're wearing this piece of armor. And it pretty much just looks like a Korok leaf, because you're going to have to use them some point in the game, unless if you haven't played the game, you're just watching this because you're about to. Yeah.
Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video on the DLC pack announced for Breath of the Wild. Like, subscribe, and switch it out.